are starting off today's vlog differently. We experienced a really scary situation with our little Finn last night, you guys. We're kind of tired around here. We were debating whether we should vlog or not, but we decided, you know what? Vlogging is real life and we wanted to share kind of what's going on with you guys. Let's say this, we think he's all right. So I don't want to leave you guys like on a cliffhanger or anything. We think he's okay, but we did have a scary experience.
It was actually a really scary experience for us guys, not gonna lie. It was last night, like a really pleasant night. Like we're in bed, hanging out with Finn, and then we went to bed. We heard like this rattle sound, like a pill bottle. Anyway, I had been sick a couple weeks back and I had some Tylenol PMs on my nightstand. Cap was on, and anyway, he had knocked them over, and I guess I just didn't have the cap on all the way. It actually spilled out all of these Tylenol PMs.
It happened so quick, you guys. Like as soon as we heard it fall though, like we were right there. It was literally right next to the bed. So I was like, oh, that sounds like pills. And we looked over and Finn had jumped down kind of when they fell, and yeah, he was sniffing at them. We didn't hear anything, like we heard like we're looking at his mouth. We didn't hear any crunching or anything, but we were obviously super concerned, like, oh my gosh, did he swallow one of these pills? We're first time dog owners, right? So we didn't really know how serious something like that could be. So of course I grabbed my phone and I Googled what happens if your dog eats Tylenol.
And honestly, it was a good thing that Brittany did, because I was pretty naive in thinking it's fine. Well, the reason I thought that is because we had gone to the vet once before. She had recommended Benadryl, yeah, and I was thinking, oh, it's Tylenol PM. It both makes you sleepy. I couldn't have been further from the truth. Brittany totally did the right thing and hopped right on her phone.
First thing that came up when I Googled that was like poison control for dogs, and I was like, oh no. So like I clicked on it and it said if your dog does swallow
Tylenol, if they eat that, it's actually poisonous to kill them. In fact, Tylenol PM, that particular pill, the one that we're nervous about, is the exact pill used to euthanize dogs. Like,
did they tell you that?
yeah.
Oh my gosh, I didn't know that. So we hurried and we called an animal hospital, and the first one we called that was closest to our house, we asked them, our dog, we think he may have swallowed Tylenol. We're not 100% sure. And they said, yeah, bring him down as fast as you can. We'll try and get him to throw it up. By this point, it was like probably 12:30. I actually had a meeting super early in the morning, and so Jared's like, listen, let me just take him down. You try and get some sleep. Obviously, I couldn't sleep at all. I was so worried. So then Jared took him.
So I tried to get as much footage as I could while I was down there, but honestly I was just so worried about Finley that I just really want to focus on him and give him the time and attention that he needed. Make sure that my mind was pretty open and clear to be able to ask the nurses and the techs and the vets any questions I could to make sure I knew the situation. But I was able to capture a little bit because we want to keep you guys updated. So I'll show you guys that now. All right guys, it is about 12:30 in the morning right now. So they have a little bit of a scare. I'm at a animal ER right now. The reason I'm here is because Finley swallowed a Tylenol pill. At least we think he did. We called about 3 different ERs. They're all just slammed today. It's crazy. It's a 3-hour wait. Luckily, they said they'll be able to get him in. I just put him in there right now. They said that they're gonna try to make him throw up. Just in case he did swallow the pill, they're gonna try to force it back out. She said that it could take a few minutes. If he did swallow one, they're gonna try to make him throw up and then search that and then try to make him throw up again. A little nerve-wracking right now because he's such a little puppy and his birthday's coming up. Anyway, we don't want anything to happen to him. I'm gonna go back in now. Alright guys, it's now 1:20 in the morning. Been here for almost an hour. Doctor just came in saying that they couldn't find anything in his system. She's worried that it was maybe digested too quickly. She basically gave me 2 options, both of which are extremely expensive. One of them is $2,000. We're not even sure if he even ate anything or if he even swallowed a pill. And so I'm not really sure what to do, but we also want to make sure that Finley's okay. That's first and foremost what we want. All right guys, I got Finley back. I talked to the vet and I had a pretty honest conversation with her about Finley, and I just said, you know, when he wasn't feeling too well, I took him to the doctor, recommended that we give him Benadryl, but that we only give him a quarter tablet of Benadryl. That small of amount would actually knock him out and make him really tired. If he were to swallow a whole pill of Tylenol PM or even multiple thereof, like, he would be knocked out, especially with it being like an hour and a half in. She said if it were my dog, I would probably just get his blood work done tonight, check how he's doing tomorrow, and go from there. And so that's what we're doing. Right now he has tons of energy. She said that would be the biggest sign if his energy drops, or if he continues to just throw up, or if he doesn't want to eat. Finley is a picky eater in general. She said if that's the case, he may not have even swallowed the pill if he's a picky eater. There's no question this guy's got tons of energy right now. He was running around like crazy in there. At the same time, we're not out of the woods yet. It's still a little nervous, but we'll keep you guys updated.
As Jared was at the vet, he would call me every now and then, kind of keeping me updated updated. We were having a really hard time because, as you heard from that video, it was so much money to not even know for sure that he swallowed it. Obviously, if we knew for sure that he swallowed it,
that'd be a completely different story, but we weren't even sure.
He was running around there, so that was giving Jared like the feeling like, I really don't think he did.
For me, that was like kind of like the biggest sign, especially because of the Benadryl thing, and this being the one Tylenol pill in question, which is huge, and that thing didn't knock him out. In fact, he was running around. The vet said he had tons of energy, which is totally sounds like Finn. So I was just thinking, you know what? I just don't think he actually took it.
When Jared first got there, the first thing they do is they give him this medicine. They give him a shot that forces them to throw up. So in hopes that the pill hasn't dissolved if he did swallow it, and it will come up. So they did that, but nothing came up.
They did say that sometimes they can see like the coloring of the pill.
Because they're blue. Tylenol PMs are blue.
So they couldn't see any coloring. They obviously couldn't find a pill, and they had him throw up a couple times, they said.
The downside to that is they said pills like that, they can absorb them really quickly.
By the time we found out and then called and then actually got there, we were about 30 minutes in.
So obviously after Jared got the two options, Jared called me and we were discussing it, and I said, well, ask the vet, like, if this was your dog, what would you do? That's why we're there. We're paying them for their expert opinion. Like, what would you do if this was your dog? Because both of those options just didn't, you know, especially the one seemed a little much until we had more certainty that like he really did probably swallow this thing.
The thing that I guess was kind of like a surprise, when I went in there, I explained the situation, gave him like the pills, saying this is what you need to look for. I like brought it with me. They're like, oh yeah, don't worry about it. This is gonna be really quick. We'll just be in and out in like 15 minutes. I was there for 3 hours. When they came back, the only options they gave me were to spend a lot of money. That was just kind of hard because we don't even know if he actually took it. Then she went back and spoke to the vet. The vet came back into me, explained a couple different more options. The nurse and tech spoke to each other, and that's when they came up with the idea that maybe we should just get his blood work done, have him get seen again, and then compare his blood tests.
It's tricky because when they got home, they were at the hospital all night, right? And Finn hadn't slept, so obviously he was gonna be really tired when he came home. So it was a little concerning knowing how tired should he be, but luckily he's been eating, which is great. He played around a lot today. He acted way normal when I got home.
So far so good. Makes me feel a lot better. He seems like his total normal self today. Very playful, very cuddly. Only cuddly to Brittany and playful with me. It seems like, you know, maybe it was just a false alarm, but you know, we want to be safe rather than sorry. And so we're gonna have him checked out again tomorrow just to make sure he is okay. We're gonna have his blood work done. Compare the two just to make sure that everything is 100%. So we will keep you guys updated. Anyway, we did want to get something out. We're sorry that it's not the most exciting traveling to somewhere super cool.
But you guys, Finn is our little baby boy, and he's just the sweetest, and I'm so grateful that we were able to take him and that he seems to be doing really well. You guys, it's been an emotional 24 hours, really scary, uncertain, so I'm super grateful that right now our little Finn is doing really good. I really think that he didn't swallow in anything, and I think he's gonna be just fine. It's really scary to think if that wouldn't have been the case, and
I don't even want to go there.
it's crazy how dogs become such part of your family. I never really understood that until we got Finn, and you know, I'd always see people and they're like, my dog this and my dog that, and I'd be like, yeah, dogs are great, but after owning one,
it's totally different. Yeah,
it's like our little baby.
Yeah, it is totally like part of your family. And when I was actually waiting for Finley, another family came in and they had their dog, and it was just really sad because they had had him for 11 years and they were concerned that maybe he had a brain tumor. Anyway, I just felt so bad for them because here they are, it's older empty nester couple, and they're just in tears because it's like their baby, you know? Anyways,
guys, give your cute little pets, whatever they may be, an extra little hug.
Yeah, love them, take care of them.
You never know, like accidents happen. Obviously that was a super accident, you know, that got knocked off the table and that those fell off, things like that happen, but you never know. So give your little animals some extra love. We will keep you guys updated. Maybe send little Finn some prayers and kind words his way that everything turns out okay. But
yeah, we're not out of the woods yet, but we do feel pretty confident that we are.
Grateful, scary, emotional, we're feeling all the feels, but just grateful for our little Finn. So guys, I think we're gonna end it tonight. We're pretty tired, Jared especially.
He haven't slept
for a long time. So we're gonna head to bed kind of early tonight, take care of our little Finn. We will see you guys next time.
See you guys, love you.
Bye, love you.